Hello, good morning everybody. And that was a surprise. The music was supposed to stop. But anyway, good morning and welcome to Catalina Island. It's a rather awesome morning. Not much cloud cover here and there. And we'll see as we fly. We'll try to keep it low and out of the clouds as far as possible. But it's going to be one of those hybrid flights. If we need to go through them, we just go through them. And this leg of today is going to take us from Catalina Island to Santa Barbara. And this will be our second leg in our tour. If you read the description, you'll see that during the week I actually discovered that I missed some of my Orbx airports, and the tour has grown from 42 legs to 52 legs. And it has also grown to 5,035 nautical miles from wherever it was. So this is still going to be a lot of fun for a long time, and Sundays will be the day for GA until we are done with this tour or until something else changes. But we're going to try and be faithful and true and just keep on going. So just a quick note as well, in the description below you will find the link to my private hangar. It takes you to my OneDrive, and all my legs have been published there, as well as the main flight plan that I started out with, so you guys can go have a look and join in, fly with, do it at your own pace if you've got the same scenery, or if not, improvise. It's all there. So without further ado, let's get going to our aircraft. I really love this function in Chase Plane. So this morning I thought, while I own Ultimate Traffic Live, I might as well use it and just get some life into the airports and in the AI. And then it comes back and it tells me I've got an invalid license. I don't have time for that nonsense right now, so I will fix it in the week and hopefully get it back running next week. Right, so our trusty old 182, as always. So this morning early I quickly went in the hangar, checked everything, made sure that it's airworthy, flyable and all the other things. Hallo Ryan, goeiemôre. I've also refueled it. I've made sure that we've got enough fuel to get to our destination. It's about 100 nautical miles, I think, not that far. Dankie ou Ryan. Ja, dit maak dit moeilik want onthou nou die grootste gros van die viewers is Engels. So ons kan nie regtig te veel Afrikaans praat ook so nie, want dan gaan ons nou weer daai ouens verloor. Jy weet mos soos hulle kan nie die Afrikaans so lekker vang nie, so. Alright. Maar as die enjinkies 'n bietjie laat warm word hier so vroeg in die oggend.
TOS system test OK.
Nee, wat daar's baie mense wat Afrikaans praat. Jy sit nou in 'n snaakse situasie in 'n vreemde land, so dit klink en lyk dalk nou vreemd, maar hier's miljoene mense in Suid-Afrika wat Afrikaans praat. Maar jy's lekker vroeg op vandag, hè? Right, our winds are 227 at 7 knots, so we will be taking off runway 22, as far as I know. Let's double check that quickly. Yep, that is true. Our runway heading is 222. Something like that, we'll check later again. Lekker. Okay. Oh, let's get going. That is so interesting. Dankie Ryan. Ryan, the weekend was okay. So far, so good. We having a family day today, so that's why I'm going to fly early and then later on after everybody is gone again. So from 12 p.m. local time, the people would be here. So I started early. I use VATSIM and Iveo. I used to be on Pilot Edge, but the timing with the time zones makes it difficult for me for Pilot Edge, so I stopped that subscription. And we're off. So I'm going to keep my eye on the cloud base there. I don't want to get into that clouds if I don't have to.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Yeah, Ryan, you're going to get kicked out when they discover you're too young. Stick to the rules and then you'll be fine. Such is life.
Too low terrain.
What you can do at this
Too
point in time
low
is
terrain.
actually start to practice to do it properly, because there's nothing worse than a newbie
Too
getting
low
onto the
terrain.
network and not having a clue what to do. So go to the VATSIM Pilot Resource Center and start reading.
Too
Start
low
doing
terrain.
whatever you can to learn everything. Get it into yourself, into your head, and be ready and
low
prepared for
terrain.
the day that you actually join. That's the best advice I can give you now.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Well,
Too low
first of all, this
terrain.
isn't Auto for XP. This is actually Orbx. This is P3D with Orbx scenery, and this is
Too
what they
low
did.
terrain.
And then secondly, the only way to get this in your X-plane would be to
Too low
up your
terrain.
settings. And like you've already seen, if you take it too far, then unfortunately it's not going to work. But your texture quality
Too
is
low terrain.
what will give you this kind of quality.
Too low terrain.
Oh, shush, man.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low. 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 Terrain.
We're not even flying in that direction.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
I use both
Too low.
X-Plane
Terrain.
and P3D. P3D at this point in time just for the GA and just for this tour. X-Plane is the main sim
Too
in my
low.
life.
Terrain.
And it doesn't matter you've got an MSI. It all depends on the specs
Too
and what you
low.
can
Terrain.
handle. I mean, the whole thing that happened after we met was we discovered that your system
low.
cannot handle the
Terrain.
settings that you think it can handle. So you're going to have to learn what the best settings for your own rig would
Too
be.
low. Terrain.
If I could make this woman shut up, I would be
Too
so
low.
happy.
Terrain.
We're not even close to terrain.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
If that will help.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Ah, shush. Man, one can only take so much. As long as you don't lift your reflections again, don't run high reflections, you don't need that. And keep the AA to acceptable levels 2 or 4 times, you don't need more than that. Nobody's naked eye can see better than 4 times AA. That's just a scene, then you've got a scenery simulator and not a flight simulator. It's all about the balance, you need to find the balance. And then we've just gone into the clouds that I did not want. Let's go down. Ja, Orion, ongelukkig the ads pay the bills, so yeah, one of those things. Right, so with this low cloud base, I'm just going to fly around, stick to the water side of the coast and just fly around the mountains here until we get to Santa Barbara. There's no ways I'm going to go into those clouds and then go full IFR. Good morning, I'm Danny, and welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you are aware, but this is P3D, this is not X-Plane. So this is either Rex and one of their add-ons, or Invitex and one of those add-ons. So I'm not sure, but the water is awesome, I must say. I really like the water and the reflections and everything else that goes with it. Danny, the whole idea with this tour is to use my Orbx airports, and they currently reside in P3D. I do not have them in X-Plane. So the actual tour is then done with the A2A 182 and inside of P3D, yes. And we are slowly approaching Santa Barbara. This is Ventura on our right over here. And due to the low cloud cover, I'm not going over land. I'm actually sticking to the seaside, so we'll just follow the coast until we actually get to Santa Barbara. I'm Danny. It's like 10 times the cost of X-Plane. If you start getting into P3D, it's just very, very expensive compared to X-Plane. My whole setup for P3D has cost me thousands and thousands of dollars, whereas X-Plane is a fraction of that. The actual base P3D is about 60 US dollars, but then it doesn't look like this. This will cost you a couple of extra grand more to get it to look like this, so just bear that in mind. You are welcome to spend the $60 though. That's, to get going. If you look on my channel and you go through my videos, you'll see there's a comparison video, 2 of them that I did comparing X-Plane and P3D, and I was flying between Lisbon and Porto. The normal Z-boat test flights that I do, and I actually worked it out just off the cuff there quickly one day. I said I think it cost me like $200 US to do the same flight, and afterwards we actually sat down and we did the math. It was closer to $600 that it cost me to do the same flight in P3D than it cost compared to almost nothing doing it in X-Plane and having the same look and feel. So you're welcome to go and search for those videos. It's on my channel. It's mind-blowing when you start adding the cost up, what P3D will set you back. It is nice. I mean, if you've got the budget for it, you can see it's really nice, but X-Plane gives you basically the same for zip, zero, nothing. The only thing that X-Plane is still waiting for us, all the Orbx stuff, and Orbx are busy porting their stuff, but it's going to take a while to get there. And then obviously you're going to have to repurchase the stuff at 50% discount, which I've done a few of already, but you're talking a significant investment. I am Danny. No, they don't. P3D has got the FS Labs one if you want to go study level, and then they've got the Aerosoft one, which is more intermediate. So you have to pay for all of them. Even the Boeings, if you want the Boeing in here, you need to buy the PMDG one. So nothing like that for free in the system. Alright, we're approaching Santa Barbara, so almost time to land this sucker, and then we'll take a bit of a tour around the airport and a small bathroom break, and then we'll do the next leg on to Big Bear and Palm Springs. It's real weather, Danny, but it's not real time. Currently, it is probably in the region of about midnight over there. So this is obviously me flying South African time in the US now, kind of a thing. But real weather, this is also active sky. Right, we're going to go a little bit wide for a right downwind for runway 07. I've set up the ILS and everything for us just in case.
$500.
I just briefly saw some poppy lights over there. I presume that's our airport, so we're just gonna continue on the right downwind and then turn right towards base and finals. That is our airport over there. Yes, Ryan, cool. We're about to land. That's the airport over there. And that's Santa Barbara, obviously, the destination for this leg. So we're going to do a right down leg and downwind leg for runway 07. Winds currently 040 at 7 knots. And this plane is not easy to land. It's very, very sensitive. So I'll do my best. That's okay, Ryan. You've got better things to do today. Send my regards to your grandma and all, and enjoy it. Right, seats upright, stow the trays, and buckle up. We're going to land. Yeah, that's base.
$500.
This is a 182 copper. This is the A2A 182, and yeah, very professional. This is study level kind of a thing, if you want to call it that. And landing it is not easy, so I'll do my best, but it's tricky. And with the wind coming 040 at 7 knots, it's something I have to contend with quickly. And that wasn't so bad. This is an add-on. This is the Flight 1 GTN 750. That's why you have the different GPS here than usual, eh? Right, let's see, where on earth do we want to go to? I think that's a good place just to find a parking over there. And then we're going to have a bit of a walk around, see what's spotting at this place. Right, brakes on. Yeah, I think in terms of this tour that I'm doing, I mean, I'm flying all the way from San Diego up to Juneau. This was the best reality versus immersion choice that I could make for what I own in the sim. You know, it's a really well made little aircraft. Next time we'll take this young lady with us, and while we are at it, we might as well put more fuel in the system again. Right, so we can load some baggage. I'm not sure if it's going to save this for us, but we'll check it out. So that's the load manager. This is our hangar where we can actually check the condition. Everything seems fine. We don't need to worry about those things. And we can just go cold and dark and tire down. Empty the plane. We'll worry about loading up again later. Right. So let's go and have a look around. Oh yeah, I need to be in the aircraft and then change. Right, so this is the free camera mode that we get with Chase Plane. And I tell you what, it's really given me a nice new way of checking out airports and things. It's just brilliant. And now we can actually take some nice screenshots, move around freely. Let's start at one side then. I'm taking screenshots as we go on because this is all part of my tour, and then it will be nice to have a bit of a photo album to look at afterwards. Very well made. Orbx really made a good show of this one. Very nice, very nice. See, we've got some nice people flow at the bottom there, guys walking around. Where's that guy now? Hello? Oh, there we go. There he is. Wow, that is really nice. What a nice fire station. Wow. Right, well, we'll call it a day for this. Ooh, P3T is just bombed. Gone. No, it's not. Where did it go to? Yeah, it's gone. Guys, right, looks like I need to restart for the next leg. So if you stick around for a wee while, you'll see me on the next leg to Big Bear and then on to, what's it, Palm Springs. We'll see you later. Bye bye.